Yeah, but let's let's get underway. Great to have you here. Um, I'm Alexi, um, head of business development for Custobar. So let me just start sharing my screen. So you should be able to follow me from there. But yeah, thanks for coming. We've worked quite a lot during this fall, the whole Custobar team, in creating the Custobar self-service product, or basically a new way of starting the use of Custobar. So super happy that you could join, because we wanted to give you the details about this new addition to you first, because I think this is something that has come up with many of our partners. And also, I think there are even more business benefits with this kind of model of Custobar. The talking points or agenda for today. Well, first, why did we create the self-service product? Then what is new in this Custobar, and what is new in Custobar in general? Because many of the things that we see in the self-service products have been rolled out or will be also rolled out in the Custobar itself. And also, how is the self-service product different? I will also show all of these things and the details in the environment itself. So I try to remember to highlight the things which are also in the normal Custobar already. Then, how does the customer get started with the self-service of Custobar? That one I will actually show in the environment itself. And then maybe a few points that we've gathered from our partners of basically the role of you with the self-service product, and kind of like the business benefits which you can also reap from the Custobar self-service. And then in the end, I will answer your questions. So all the way along the webinar, please ask questions, and in the end, because it's quite hard to actually go them through in during the webinar, but in the end, after I've gone through all the slides and points, I will try to answer your questions. And this webinar will take around 30 minutes, give or take. And if you have to leave in middle, don't worry, you will also get the link to this recording from our website. But now let's get forward. Why did we want to create a self-service product? First of all, it's easier. Like, it's so much easier for the customer. The automated creation of the environment has been requested from our customers, from our partners, to make the startup of Custobar easier. That's number one. Second is that, this I've already discussed with some of you, is that before we didn't actually have that good of a price point for the smaller retailers, because our small license normally starts from 750 euros monthly. So it is quite expensive for starting or smaller retailers. So by creating this self-service way of starting with Custobar, we were able to also decrease the price point, so that it's then scalable for smaller retailers, and then when they grow, we also grow with them. And of course, one important thing is that as we do now have more ready-made integration, the start using like Custobar, it's made much easier, because of course with the self-service product, you get environment is done, you get by to a certain extent really easily, but still you have to import the data somehow. And then with existing integrations, for example, to the e-commerce platforms or with our ERP partners, that makes it possible as well. And then maybe the most important, like most interesting thing, what is new in Custobar? Well, of course, that you don't have to be in contact with us to start using it. So you go to our website. What the customer needs is a credit card, and they also get a 30-day trial. So I'll also show it from the site. But you go to the site, you can actually see more or less the pricing, which you will have based on the number of contacts that you have. They input their data, their credit card number, off they go, and they also get a 30-day free trial with that. Then with this, we also made data import wizard. So before you had to import basically all of the data over the APIs, and now we made this kind of data import wizard where you can just upload files, CSV files, for example, to customers, so you can get your customers' products, sales to the system without even having the actual integration. And of course, this is super important for the 30-day trial part. So basically, from day one, you can get the data into the system, see how it works, and then decide if you also want to continue with it going forward. Important point is that the data import wizard is also now in the normal Custobar environment. We also created a new template designer. Before, like from the beginning, all of the templates were basically done HTML-wise, most of the time by us, or then by our customers' partners. But now there was a big demand for basically a email template designer, easy to use, where you get basically a basic template which works for, let's say, 70 to 85% of customers. So that's now in the system. It has been already used by customers, and they like it quite a lot. So that makes it easier. Of course, you can also create it for the Custobar users or your customers, but just to know that the template don't have to be done like manually anymore if they are like rather simple. Then of course there's a subscription details page, where you see all of the basic information of the subscription. You can also buy basically messaging credit top-ups, so SMS and email packages, and then the possibility to buy the Custobar add-ons. So for example, product recommendations or the customer satisfaction survey. And that's actually something which isn't yet implemented, but that will be in the system as well. And then just few points. This is also on our site. If you go to custobar.com/pricing, there you can compare these, like the normal Custobar plan and then this self-service plan. So these are also on our page, but just to also go over them with you guys and girls. So compared to Custobar from before, so Custobar self-service compared to the version that you're most familiar with, there's no dedicated Custobar environment, which used to be, let's say, custobar.custobar.com or like company name.custobar.com. So going forward, that will be it's just login.custobar.com, and then with your credentials, you get to the right environment. There isn't priority support, meaning that of course there is customer support via email as normal, but we can't promise like that we always answer to the customer within 24 hours. Also because this is, yeah, we're most likely getting much more customers, so that wouldn't be possible. Most likely going forward, it might be possible that you can also buy priority support on top of your self-service Custobar, but that we will see. Then modifiable data model is not part of the self-service system normally. For a customer who just, for example, comes to our page through Shopify and starts using or gets the subscription of Customer. But if a customer works with you guys, so works with one of our partners, in those cases, if we are contacted by you, then we can actually enable the modifiable data model. And by modifiable data model, in reality, I mean the custom fields. So the data schema where you can add the different custom fields and modify them. So not normally included, but if we get a contact from you guys that, hey, our customer of ours is using the self-service, then we can enable it because we trust that you know how to use it with the customer and can instruct the customer in using it. Two-way SMS, at least at this point of time, it's not included in the customer self-service. Most likely will not be in anytime soon. So that's only in the kind of like customer enterprise price version. Also custom data integrations. So for example, SFTP, that's not included. So then it would be the customer enterprise solution. Also, before, we've always had the quarterly meetings with our customers by the customer team or the customer success team, but those we won't be able to have with the self-service customers. And then I think we'll hop into the environment itself. So that was me. But as here you can see, first of all, on our page, customer.com/pricing, there's this slider where you select how many customers you have in the database, and it gives you the monthly license fee. Of course, like before, on top of that, there's the email and SMS pricing. And here are also like the standard customer, the customer self-service. The details are here on the left, and then for the enterprise, the things that you get on top of your kind of like the normal feature or the features from the customer self-service. These can be seen here. And then if the customer is interesting, of course, they select how many contacts they have, then they can go. Then they go here, try 1 month for free. Here they give their details, their credit card number. That's how it gets started. Right away, they will be rolled into our basically onboarding process with emails. At this point, setting up the environment itself takes a bit of time, but all of that will be informed in the emails. That when the environment is ready, they will get linked to there, and at the same time, also the workflow of basically onboarding the customer with instruction videos is happening. But then, when the customer gets the environment, this is an example here. This is the overview page. So actually what we've done is basically a guide of like start using customer. So when these points are done, or these basically steps in the onboarding process are done, these medals become golden. So you start with them, they are basically, well, not golden. So first of all, import customers. That is done here under import data. So you just select which data type you're bringing, choose the file from your computer, and then the imports start running, and then you can see how did it go through, were there errors, all of that. Then the email template designer, that can be accessed through the settings, just like before. So settings, email templates, template designer here. So you can easily build it from different modules. You can change the colors, fonts, all of that, headers, footers of the email template. So that's also extremely easy nowadays. Then, well, installing tracking script, that's of course there, and then creating your own campaign. The other important things which I wanted to show you from this environment, first of all, is the, where do we have it? We have it here, the manage subscriptions page. So that's also found under the main menu. So here you can see what kind of plan, or they can see what kind of plan they have, how many contacts they have in the system, how many active users they have, what's the billing schedule, how much they will be billed, of course updating the contact information there, billing information, so they can easily change the credit cards here. Here they see the usage, and the usage basically limits, or sending limits for emails and SMS. So as before, you have monthly package for email, you can also have a monthly package for SMS, and then you can also buy credits on top of that, which is super important, because let's say that 100,000 messages is more than enough on a normal month, but let's say that during Christmas period or Black Friday, there will be much more intense campaigning. So then they can just buy email credits or SMS credits to top that off on those kind of spike seasons. And then going forward, we will also have the part of being able to buy the add-ons. So for example, the product recommendations, activating those, or buying the NPS module or the customer satisfaction survey module here. So those will be added here as well. I think this is basically the main points here. Something which is also changed now is the managed users view. So it has become much clearer, the user management here. So you see all of the users here, then you see the users per user role, and then adding the users is basically the same as we had before. Great. Then let's go forward. This we already covered, but then just a few words about the opportunities which we have identified for you, for all of our partners, and also like through discussions with you guys. So first of all, I think this is also quite important. Easier and automated creation of the environment. You don't need to be in contact with customers. So in the end, of course, the customer themselves can subscribe to customer with their credit card, or then you can do it for them. That's one possibility. On every single detail, you don't have to contact us. Customers don't have to contact us. This is a very important point, lower price point, because I think many of you also have had customers for whom the 750 euros per month has been too high. But with this new pricing model, which starts from 195 euros per month, and then scales up quite linearly based on the amount of contacts, is a great way of also offering customer to smaller retailers and B2C customers. But then also like actual business things where we see potential is that as there's no training included in the customer self-service, but it's basically self-service like training. So then you can also offer training services for the new customers. You can also offer integration support, because before it was us who basically supported the integration with you guys, but then you can actually also like more easily start invoicing from that, or package it somehow. And then with some of you, we've already discussed that it would actually make sense that you would just, if you've made an integration from your systems to, or basically the customer systems to customer, quite natural would be that you would charge a license fee for the integration or connector going forward. And then thirdly, running the customer on behalf of customers, because that's actually something that has come up with some small customers before that. Do we actually does customer offer this kind of marketing automation or segmented marketing as a service? We don't, and for that kind of smaller clients, they might need that kind of help. So this would be a cost-effective way of having the tool and then selling basically that your expertise and knowledge of using it for the customer. That was basically it. Now it's time for Q&A. So I'll see if there's any questions that have popped up. Apparently not yet, which is good. So hopefully we covered all of the things that you wanted to hear about the customer self-service. If there is some questions that come up later, you can contact me at alexi@customer.com. Start a chat on our site. We'll try to help you. Or then, if you just want to discuss the opportunities with the customer self-service or other opportunities as well, just be in contact and let's set up a meeting and let's discuss it in detail. Thanks a lot for joining. Have an amazing Friday, great weekend. If you're in Finland and enjoying the snow, enjoy the snow, enjoy the light, and happy rest of the year.